As part of this session, we are going to discuss the topic is second generation managed packages. As part of this session, we are going to discuss how to generate a namespace and how to register the same. In the next session, we are going to discuss how to create a managed package, second generation managed package, and install the same. Before we are going to start this class, let's have a great quote. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Contents. We are going to discuss here what is second generation managed packages, how it helps, and what are the prerequisites for creating second generation managed packages needed, what is namespace, how to create a namespace, and how to decide about your orgs, that is know your orgs. See here, second generation managed packages. Usually second generation managed packaging helps in a new way for App Exchange partners to develop, distribute, and manage their apps and metadata. And in first generation packages, we always need to maintain our metadata components in our org, in our Salesforce instance. Then you can create your managed packages from your Salesforce instance user interface. Okay, and you need to maintain an org for that. But in the case of second generation managed packages, you don't need to maintain any packaging or patch orgs. Instead, you can make your version control system where you maintain your metadata components as a source of truth for creating second generation managed packages. You can execute all packaging operations via Salesforce CLI commands. And that means you can execute every operation by using SFTX commands. Okay, and you can submit second generation managed packages for security review, how you can submit first generation packages, and even you can list them on App Exchange. Okay, the main difference is you can make or you can build small modular packages, and you can build your packages, second generation managed packages, from version control system instead of depending on a packaging org or patch org. Now, what are the prerequisites for creating second generation managed packages? First thing is you need to have a dev hub. That means you need to have a Salesforce instance where you have to enable a dev hub, and you have to enable second generation managed packaging also in your dev hub org. And you should have Salesforce CLI installed on your machine for using your SFTX commands. And you have to create a namespace and you have to register the same with the DevHub org. Okay, let's see. First thing is, what is namespace? Namespace is an identifier beginning with a letter that distinguishes our package and its contents from other packages in our customer's org. And it can be 1 to 15 characters. And once a namespace is assigned to a package, at the time the package is created, it can't be changed. And when you work with the namespace, you have to consider and you have to keep it in mind following points. You can develop more than one second generation managed package with the same namespace. But we can associate each package with only a single namespace. If we work with more than one namespace, Salesforce always recommend that we have to set up one project for each namespace. And now, when you specify a package namespace, every component added into that package has the namespace prefixed to component API name. For example, if you have department custom object, which is added to your package, which has the namespace called SF Techbook, then the name of this API name, like it looks like SF Techbook underscore underscore as a prefix, and then your API name. It looks like this. Okay, see here. This is the namespace SF Techbook. Now, let's go to that. And how to create a namespace basically. First thing is, For creating a namespace, you should have a developer edition org. Okay, that means if you have to create an account for with the developer edition org. If you already have, you can do the following steps. If you don't have, you create a developer edition org. It is free. Okay, and then you go to setup and click on package manager, and from package manager you can go through the developer settings, click on edit and click continue. Okay, so I'll show you everything practically, don't worry. Let's go to a developer edition. I already created a developer edition and I'm going to open it. How we can create a namespace, let's see practically. So this is the developer edition I already created. I'm going through the setup which I explained. And now what we have to do, see here, package manager, see, package manager, and then click on under developer settings, click on edit. So what I am doing here, I am trying to create a namespace in a developer edition account. That means it is a call, you can call it as a namespace arc also. That means you have to create a namespace in a developer edition. And for creating, you have to follow these steps. So click on continue simply. And here I'm going to add a namespace prefix. Oh, I'm going to give a namespace name. So if you are testing, okay, and if you are trying to learn, don't give original namespace here, because after that you can't use, you can't change it. Instead, you go with a namespace or test namespace, whatever it may be. See here, I'm going with test. Test my space. Okay, let's see. Click on availability. My space already, this namespace is already in use. It is already used, right? Let's take this. See, my space test. So now it is available. Now you can proceed. Click on review my selections simply. You don't need to select anything there. It should be non-selected only. Okay. Now save. So what you did now, you just have a developer edition. If you don't have, please create a developer account with the developer edition and then create a namespace in your developer edition by following the steps I proceeded. Now, what we have to do, next step is, once it is done, we have to register or link this namespace with the Salesforce org where we enabled DevHub and second generation packages. Okay, so let's log into our Salesforce instance. Let's log into Salesforce instance where we enabled DevHub and second generation managed packages. Salesforce Textbook. Okay, now let's search for DevHub. See here, in this I already enabled, right? Enabled DevHub. Along with that, I enabled second generation packages, right? See, enabled unlocked packages and second generation managed packages, right? Enabled both. Now what we have to do, we have to link our namespace with this org. Then only we can create a packages, second generation managed packages with the help of sfdx command by authorizing this devhub instance. Now click on this, just Click on App Launcher, search for namespace registry. See here, click on this. And now you can see all the namespaces if you already have any namespace. For now in this org, I don't have any namespace linked. Now click on link namespace. Now it will ask the credentials of the Salesforce instance where you created a namespace. So where I created a namespace, this is my org, namespace org. You can give any username anyway. It's just a developer edition account. Now see here, it is allowing, it is asking, right? So allow access your basic information, access and manage your data. Do you want to allow access for this one? Yes, allow access. Salesforce DX namespace registry is linking or is asking. Okay, allow simply. Now if you observe here, we linked our namespace successfully. If you observe here, namespace prefix also came. Click on this one and you can see namespace prefix and created by. This is how you can link your namespace with the DevHub org. Now you are ready to create a managed package, second generation managed packages. What we did up to this? So we have created a namespace and we registered a namespace with the DevHub org, right? So before that, you should enable DevHub in that org. Anyway, now we already did. Now know your orgs. What is the meaning of it? Basically, you saw different type of orgs now. One is namespace org, which is the developer edition org, where you created a namespace. And another one is DevHub org, where you enabled your DevHub and second generation packages. Now what is other orgs? So for installation purpose, you are going to use different kind of orgs. It may be Scratch orgs, it may be any other orgs where you are going to install your package and test it. Okay, so that means what is the meaning of know your orgs? You should know what kind of orgs you want to use or you are going to use for packaging, for creating the namespace, for making the, for enabling DevHub and second generation packages and other orgs for testing. And Salesforce always recommend that your partner business org is also your DevHub org. That means what is the meaning of it? If you are implementing a managed package for App Exchange, or if you want to change your app, if you want to share your application via App Exchange, then you have a partner business org as a Salesforce partner. You always try to enable this DevHub org in partner business org if you are Salesforce partner. Otherwise, you can enable this DevHub and second generation packages in another developer edition org also. Okay, this is just the best practice if you are Salesforce partner as a App Exchange partner. I'm trying to say. So now you know what is DevHub. So for what purpose you are using DevHub, and you know namespace org, for what purpose we use namespace org and other orgs. This is how you can create a namespace and you can register the namespace with DevHub org. So I'm going to provide you these links in description of this video. You can go through that and you can have a comparison of first generation packages and second generation packages. Also, second generation package also have its own limitations. The one of the limitation is you cannot remove any metadata component from second generation package once you create a package. Okay, even if you are upgrading the package also you can't remove. So it is a limitation for now. Salesforce may come up with you can remove also. Okay, whatever the limitation we discuss among our videos in our channel, you always depend on Salesforce current documentation, whether this limitation is applicable or not right now. That is always you have to habituate. Okay, that's I always suggest also. Please subscribe to Salesforce Textbook. All the best.